Now coming to what's been brewing today, I mean, it's like, not today, these days, for the past week. Yeah. I mean, it's the topical topic. Did it like surprise you both, because these are people you know of, but now everyone is like out there and telling you stories. Did you ever anticipate?
No,
not
actually.
Like this.
Yeah, I mean, in fact, we were at an event, we were launching Proper Patola that day, and one of the journalists asked me that, do you think this is the start of a Me Too movement in India? And both of us genuinely said, no, we don't think so, and we hope not, because that would mean so many more stories are still out there, or there are that many men in the industry or in India whose stories are yet to be told. So we hoped it was not. And 4 days later, it was a different story.
Absolutely.
And today we've lost count of how many women have come up and how many men have been named. But like we've been talking about it every day, and our stand is this, that first we need to understand what this movement really is. Yeah. That's the most important thing. Unfortunately, what is happening is that things are getting blurred now. Things are getting mixed. Wrong people are being named. People are talking about the wrong things. The Me Too movement is only about women coming out there and naming their offenders. Yeah. It's as simple as that. There is no periphery to it. It's not about how many stars have come up and spoken or not spoken, or just any other kind of offender. What is it? What is the stand you're going to take? What do you think are the rules should come? All that does not matter right now. Yeah. What matters is right now, let the women come out there and share their stories. Let all the facts be put out on the table, and then we will figure what to do from there.
Absolutely.
Second, my personal fear is that people have started saying now, देखा Bollywood तो है ही एक बुरी जगह, which is not true. It is absolutely not true. This is about those 10, 15, 20 men who are the bad apples in the basket. That does not mean Bollywood बुरी जगह है या ये देश बुरी जगह है. I hope that the women who are naming are true victims and are naming responsibly. I hope that no other woman who has any other kind of agenda comes up and carelessly throws out a name out there. Because it would ruin the life of that man.
It will finish the movement.
And the credibility of the entire movement is going to end right there.
Absolutely.
The moment one wrong name
comes. If we find out there's one wrong name, it just takes it'll bring it down to scratch, zero.
Exactly.
And the offenders will also get away.
And we'll be in a messier situation than what we started with.
Absolutely.
So hence, I feel every woman, and I would say even to the media who's reporting the Me Too movement, please do it responsibility. Don't just add names to a list because the list sounds longer and, you know, more juicier for the audience to read. Don't do that. Because I'm reading some accounts which don't even have a sexual offense in it. And those men are just in the list and hashtag Me Too, and that poor man is going through explaining to his family that it's not true. So please don't do this. You're ruining lives.
And you know, and the thing is, Arjun, you've like stood like this rock of Gibraltar. You know, anyone messes with your sisters, you're like, first you encounter me.
Yeah.
So it's a safe place for your sisters. They know it's the brother, the family. They're working with many of your friends. They'll be taken care of. You belong to the industry. But for girls who come from the outside, it might get a little
No, I don't think there are any rules, because see, sexual offences are happening to anybody and everybody.
Across the board.
Yeah, and they're happening also at a time.
In houses, they're happening in places which I wish I could go and control it everywhere as a human being, but these are happening in places which is not in a workspace alone.
Yeah.
It has now gone beyond that. In what you're hearing or reading or understanding, this is not bound by a film set that induces this environment. So it is not so much about what we can do as a film industry, it is about we as human beings. And it's very important for us to just, right now we need to keep quiet.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's very important. Sometimes, you know, one wrong noise can just shift the entire focus to all the wrong things.
Absolutely.
And that's happening in the sense because there's so many noises. We as a community, as a film industry, also need to absorb it, assimilate, understand what has been going down, the names that are coming up, how much is real, how much might be influenced by factors, how much is from an anonymous source. How do we get to the bottom of knowing if the anonymous source has filed a police complaint or not? We are not here to pass judgment right now. We have to be neutral to there is a lot of venom, let it spew. We will find a solution later. But what I would like to urge everybody to understand is, this is not a film industry problem. This is a men problem.
Absolutely.
And this is a mentality problem, and it's an abuse of power problem. That exists in every profession, in society, in every corner of this country. So if we have to be the pantomime villain of the piece right now, temporarily, for more people to come out and have the courage to speak and stop people who've been misusing power, male or female, I don't mind the film industry going through this, because we'll fight back. We've always done this as a profession. We've seen the reputation get tarnished, and we've come back from it. But if there are men getting scared after seeing this and they start behaving themselves better, then I don't mind taking 2 steps back and the country takes a few steps forward, because it's very sensitive, like you said. I have my sisters here. I have my friends here. I mean, today I wouldn't like to sit about and speak about this. I wouldn't want this to be a reality.
True.
It is. But you know what? Something good will come out of all this, and we have to maintain a certain decorum about the sensitivity of it. This is not a, ये कोई घोटाला नहीं हुआ है ना कि इसका सॉल्यूशन 4 दिन में मतलब लीगल डिपार्टमेंट दे देगा और हम आगे बढ़ जाएंगे. लोगों की जिंदगी का सवाल है, मेल एंड फीमेल, एंड लेट्स रिस्पेक्ट द प्रोसेस ऑफ इट.